Glorilla.
Time. I didn't even do it last week.
It's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees.
I ain't got no
nigga. Whoa. I'm about to show my ass. These niggas love a freak. How the fuck is that your man? If he right here with me, turned up with my niggas, turned up with my bitches, turned up in my shows, yeah, cause I got that blick. 60,000 fans came to see me do my dance. Got 1,000,001 haters, and they y'all can kiss my ass. Turned up with my niggas.
Dance, you can dance if you want.
Turned up in my shows, yeah, cause I'm right here with me. Off a fifth of hand, getting fucked up with my twin. Got a wood full of salt and
I said, what you would do?
all that Twitter typing, bitches see me and they do.
Say, eat it, lick it, split it, get it in the mix.
I'm feeling good today. I'm outside with your pay. Got a brown skin nigga with dreads and a black ass nigga with white. He gon' drop that neck. He love the way I sit.
Welcome to FPFO.
Bitches press so high, damn the red. I keep this pussy fresh. His shirt on wet. Who won't smoke? Say what? Oh, get that off your chest.
She better than sexy.
Ho, man. What's happening? Ho.
Turn the
Now we gotta spin it back. I don't like that.
Yeah, she better. Somebody tried to tell me that sexy was
It's
better
7
than
p.m. Friday. It's 95.
I don't know, bro.
Not rapping wise, but as far as like influence, like the way she got.
I'm about to show my
They both got a
ass.
couple.
Niggas love
Wait till
freak.
Glow really want to put her foot on his neck.
If he right here with
Cause
me,
yeah, none of
More than, sexy do got more than Glow though. She got more than Glow.
for now.
She do.
For now. Cause Glow don't drop as much as sexy, but when she do, you fucking know.
Yeah, sexy got on the scene and took over. I'm not gonna lie.
When she did this right here. That call and response gonna get them every time, boy. Tell you, every time.
Yeah, run up on Big Glow, you won't, I bet your ass be on the floor. Big carbon here like Mayweather, Tula come through and bow a hoe. Got millions out that rap shit, they hate a bitch, but they stole the flow. Got back in after back in, come and fuck 'em, I stole the show. Don't run up on that bitch, she a head case, all she do is shoot. I signed my deal up on the PJ and hopped out of parachute. I'm back the next week, got no more features,
But
I
when this
might
come on outside though, it ain't nothing. Bow, bow, bow. It ain't nothing Glow can do with that though.
Be
Yeah.
having them going, boy.
I swear to God.
Her ear for being insane.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Wait, get it sassy. Get it? Yeah. Let me on the goddamn table at the brunch. What's it? I lying, dog. Yeah.
He wanna kiss me all over my tag. I'm so fucking sexy, they attack.
Yeah, she's slick.
Feel myself 'cause
That's
I
one
know
of the
that
ones
I'm
for
next.
sure. Welcome to For Panthers Fans Only. Don't already make sure to follow us on socials at For Panthers Fans Only on Instagram, TikTok as well. Twitter, you can find us at FPFO_podcast. DSPs, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. Also, if you're watching on Rumble, thanks for being here as well. Give us a follow there. Just in case we ever get canceled on YouTube, y'all can go check us out on Rumble right now at the G2S Network. I didn't plug it last week. That's my apologies. At the G2S Network. Find us there on YouTube, on Rumble. And if you want to find a podcast anywhere, For Panthers Fans Only, I'm your host, JJ.
I'm your co-host, Terrence.
I'm your producer, Tavian.
Welcome back to another episode.
Did y'all see the Indiana Fever and the Chicago Sky game the other day?
I saw what Angel Reese did to y'all.
It was a great
But
game.
my apologies. Hey, that's not where you were
Did
going.
you
My
see?
fault.
Did you see all the passes that the on her team dropped?
I mean, it was. They had me in here about to literally rage, bro.
She was going fed. Her court vision has improved significantly already.
Yeah.
I won't lie.
Can't make shots, bro. Like they just be missing so many layups at the round.
They
It just
can't even
makes me
catch.
sick.
I mean, you seen when she threw that dime between like four legs, and the whole fumbled the catch, and then tried to do a reverse layup on the other side and hit the bottom of the backboard. Like, are you nervous or something? You got the game. Like, you can't catch that.
And then the girl that was guarding Angel Reese, like she was talking to Angel Reese, but was getting cooked.
Yeah, I was about to say she was feeding.
Like she started off feeding Angel Reese, but then like it just
as time went on, it kind of got different. I watched a couple of the highlights. I didn't watch nothing crazy. I saw the stat sheet. I saw what Caitlin did. I saw what Angel Reese did, and that is currently our Larry and Magic. Caitlin and Angel. That's our Larry and Magic. How are y'all doing today?
Doing great. Yeah, I'm doing phenomenal. Can't complain.
4th of July, right around the corner. How do you feel about that? What is it, tomorrow or 2 days from now?
Yeah, we'll be in the A.
Mm-hmm.
Who is we? That's crazy. I didn't get an invite to that.
That's cap.
Wow.
You got an invite to that. We got invited.
Yeah.
That is insane. But that's how
we'll be in the A for a couple days.
It's going to be so turned up, too.
Yeah.
It always is.
Pop's throwing a party.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like 150 people there.
Are y'all going back to our spot?
Possibly. The Braves and the Phillies play too, so.
Oh, y'all were lit.
Tickets are like $30.
Yeah, y'all were lit. Y'all were lit for sure.
Might hit that. I don't know. It's a lot to do. I ain't see if it was a beer or wine festival yet. I might need to check that out.
It probably will be. Beer wine with a little bit of fireworks at the end.
Yeah, we need to hit up our folks.
Yeah, y'all need to check in. Y'all do need to check in. Y'all do need to check in.
Oh, yeah. My fault.
What's up, twin?
What's up, man? I'm back from Uzbekistan, you know. It was a phenomenal trip, man. You know.
Bro, where did you go? Do you mind telling the podcast where did you go?
Yeah, I was in. I told y'all I was in Uzbekistan.
The last week you told me you were going to Turkey, which I just knew was cap.
All right, fine. I was in Abu Dhabi.
All right. Let's move on. Let's move on, bro, because he just don't want to give his lope.
Nah, I'm bull. Man, I was in the Caribbean, man. You know, enjoying the beautiful sun in the crystal blue water.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, they Lord have mercy. I'm glad you made it back safe.
Appreciate it.
I'm glad you made it back safe.
Yeah, they welcomed me in, man. I got initiated, you know, with the local population and whatnot, and it was a hell of a time.
A lot of distractions.
No, not really.
Good job.
A lot of good time, man.
You're learning.
A lot of yeah.
Would it be politically correct?
Nothing but
what I would've
sunshine.
said.
I almost rolled over my 4-wheeler though. Go ahead and tell y'all that.
What else? Just got back from the beach with my family, so that was a nice time. And I don't really particularly celebrate the 4th of July.
Why is that?
I'm more of a Juneteenth man myself, personally.
What'd you do for Juneteenth?
What did I do for? Actually, I had to work.
It's not even.
I had to work. I had to work Juneteenth, because I was behind, and I'm in sales. So I mean, you get behind in sales like Juneteenth, July 4th. Shit, Jesus could come back, and you know, I might still have to be hitting them dials.
Yeah, I just feel like a day that you're so supportive of, I would have taken off. But that's just me personally. But I get it.
Well, I mean, you know, sometimes, but I am extremely supportive of Juneteenth, and I do acknowledge it, and I do celebrate it. But you know how I feel about money too.
Yeah, we had a cookout.
Yeah, I don't know if I was invited to that either. I don't know if I was. I don't know if I was invited to that either.
Every event you get on here and say you weren't invited to, or you don't know if you were invited to, you were 100% invited to.
Atlanta, yes. That cookout, yes. But there was another cookout y'all had that y'all didn't tell me nothing about. I think it may have been like the day before Father's Day. The day before Father's Day, didn't even tell me what was going on. Nobody told me. So I was just like, okay, cool. I you know what I'm saying? I guess I just missed out.
I want to say we told you in the store or something.
Yeah, we did. We were walking around the store.
When you were,
yeah, we were walking around buying stuff for the cookout.
Yeah, and I was in the store with y'all. Or y'all told me about a cookout that was happening in like an hour and a half, and I was like 2 hours away.
You were an hour and a half away.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't try to boost the time.
An hour and 45
so
minutes.
You know when everybody else found out?
Huh?
Like probably 2 hours before we called you. So like, you know, everybody found out about the same time.
I had to go get that chocho. I couldn't make it anyway.
So
let that be your excuse.
Yeah. So what are we complaining about?
Nothing.
All right.
Y'all just make sure y'all let me know when y'all get in Atlanta so I can make sure y'all are straight because, you know.
Oh, you're not slide? Oh, yeah, you're not.
I'm not, unfortunately.
Imagine not being straight.
I'm not. I can imagine.
No, you
If
can't.
you
Can't imagine.
If you go where I was at for that bachelor party, you end up in that same location, I can imagine you not being
That's
straight.
your fault for going there. My family
that's my cousin's fault.
My family, we stay on the, we on the more the uppity side.
Yeah, no, that was my cousin's fault. And my family kind of, not even kind of. My family stayed in the uppity side too. We just weren't, unfortunately, not on the uppity side for that particular event. And we went to a club, little hole in the wall, 3 or 4 minutes up the road. I think I told this story on this podcast.
I don't know.
And
if
I was
you
just
told the
happy.
story.
Oh, I was happy to make it back. I was happy to make it back. Yeah, I was about to say. I thought I did when it first happened.
When they had y'all running or something.
No.
My
we didn't
fault.
run.
You just said just huddled up in the corners looking.
Yeah,
very,
all I know is everything got quiet when we walked in, and that was exactly the moment I knew we didn't need to be there. Actually, before the Uber even got ordered, I knew where we were location-wise. This is why I can't let nobody book an Airbnb for me ever again. It is the second time this has happened to me where I've been staying in the hood, like literally the hood, and I seen the Uber. My cousin was off his, but it's his bachelor party, so, I want him to be happy. I look at the Uber app, that said 3 minutes away. I said, oh, no, this is not where we need to go. The destination was 3 minutes away from where we were, and we were right beside the trap house, literally. So I kind of already knew that that's not where we needed to go, and then we walked in. Everything goes silent. We got rollies on arms. We got, we just look like stains. And I'm talking about, nigga, we in the trenches. Like, I wouldn't even gas it. We in the trenches. Like, walking up. Yeah, I'm just happy to be back. Happy for, protection, angels, etc.
Well, we won't, go to that part of Atlanta, but we'll return to, what's it called? Buckingham? Buckhead?
Ho. Don't tell me where we go. Oh.
Atlanta's so big. Good luck.
True.
Good luck trying to find us which building.
Y'all got to go back to the spot, bro.
Yeah.
That spot fire.
We might pull up there.
Yeah, we
That
will.
spot fire. And I ended up getting f***ed up because I came down off the little from the wine fest too.
That's when somebody stained my sunglasses or my actual glasses. And somebody here let them do it, but
I didn't let them do it. I was playing my role. You know what I'm saying? I got in my bag. I was playing my role. And it just so happened that the people that I was talking to at that table left. So when they left, I guess,
So you didn't think to take my stuff with you?
Not at the point that I was at that point. And it was not just your stuff. I think we had a shirt in there or whatever, and they just decided to steal the Ray-Bans, the Ray-Ban case. Jackasses.
Yeah, they are. It's just crazy. You leave people in charge, they don't know how to handle it. But cool. Next time I know to bring my stuff with me.
So that's a narrative we're going with? That's a narrative we're going with? Yes or no? Just yes or no so we can get started.
Pretty much.
Got it. Where are we going first? Where are we headed first?
Well,
I think actually I know where we're going first, don't I?
I mean, yeah, if you're going to go to Adam Thielen, then yeah, you know exactly where we're going.
Adam Thielen on the Rich Eisen show. Do we have that clip?
Wide receiver
yes.
one. Wide receiver one speaks.
Stop doing that. Go ahead. Stop doing that, bro. I told you when you say certain shit, it fucks up our credibility, bro. Stop doing that. He's like wide receiver 4.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll fuck up the credibility, and then you go and say that.
Something like
Okay.
that. Yeah, that's
cool.
insane. Yeah, but no, I think I think what Adam said, to preface it real quick, I think it was very insightful. Just kind of to get inside a little bit of inside perspective on the NFL and like the offseason, how players truly feel about offseason workouts and everything like that. And also kind of like with injuries and whatnot. Because, I think a lot of the times people feel like their team's season gets derailed because of one injury or another. Now, when we're talking about like soft tissue injuries and everything like that, I think what Adam Thielen says in this, in his segment with Rich Eisen was very insightful. Also, breaking news, I got a little bit of insider information for y'all that I should have probably dropped a little while ago. But so I know from hold on, because I'm trying to think of how I want to word this. Just really quick before we get on the Adam Thielen topic. So, are we all familiar with Deshaun Watson's contract, like with the NFL, like how it's like fully guaranteed and whatnot?
Yes.
So apparently, behind the scenes, Deshaun Watson and the NFL are in a legal battle. The NFLPA and the NFL are in a legal battle over his contract because the NFL and the owners want to ensure that another player never gets a contract like Deshaun Watson got.
Really? Mm-hmm. So is that the reason why they had that whole discourse about potentially setting a new salary cap for quarterbacks, which they broke like 2 or 3 weeks ago?
I think that could be part of the problem. I think that could be part of their trying to find a solution for the quarterback problem. But the NFL owners are not very happy. They weren't happy about it when it happened, and they're still trying to fight it to this day. I got some insider information on that.
Well, I mean, it ain't no point in them being upset and mad. Shit, how you gonna control me? This is my team. This is my team, my money. How you gonna tell me who I can pay my money to? That don't make no sense. You mad because he reset the market? Nigga, get your bands up, broke ass nigga.
I think it's more so about the guarantees that are inside of within his contract. And
anybody
NFL
should be
owners
mad.
are
Cleveland should be mad because right now it looks like that was a terrible bet. Right now, at this very second, I know what I said last week, and I still stand by that. However, right now it looks like a bad bet. It does.
No, 100%. But I just thought that was very interesting. I thought that was a very interesting little battle that we have heard nothing about from any major news source.
That is interesting.
So there you go. Breaking news on the G2S network. Better than ESPN. Better than CT, ESPN, FPFO. Special. Exclusive for y'all on Massage Watson and his contract.
Wow.
Wow. This clip is 8.5 minutes. I can't play the full thing. Well, we'll play a little bit of it.
Mid-June. And again, you're just mentioning you're at your ETS gym in Minnesota getting ready for training camp next month. It's entirely possible that in future years, if not maybe even next year, you could already be in some sort of an OTA and training camp right behind it because the concept of what the offseason workout programs, how they're all laid out, could change. Would you like that? Would you like to basically start up right now and have April and May more to yourself? Adam, would you like that?
I think that it would probably extend my career a little bit. Just having the ability to just, focus on my family and training, taking care of my body, kind of having that time basically from the end of the season all the way until July 1st, I think the proposal is right now. Having that time to just truly train, prepare, and then, like I said, spend that time with my family. I think it'd probably extend my career. I'm definitely for it.
So you would be up for reconfiguring the off season to would you think that you'd need to touch base in Carolina at one point between the end of the season and July 1, or you think being left to your own devices, you're fine, writ large?
Oh, more than fine. I think the way it's structured right now, I think there's a little bit of a flaw in the fact that you come back for OTAs, you kind of grind in the off season to kind of prepare for OTAs. You get to OTAs, you grind for 2.5 months or so, whatever it is. And then it's like, boom, now you have like a month and a little over a month, maybe 5-6 weeks. And you're like, well, I just grinded. I'm like ready for camp. Like on last Thursday, our last like OTA practice, mini camp, whatever you want to call it. I was like, man, like I'm feeling great. Like I'm in shape. I'm strong. I'm like ready to go. And then now I have like this month break and like, it's kind of weird, right? Like I just did all that progression. We had this really cool progression that they've kind of implemented where you kind of just ramp up.
So that's the basis of the conversation, the premise of the conversation, rather. I agree with him. I think that right now the current schedule is dumb. I do, and for no other reason besides what he said. You do all of that work to work up to a specific point in the year just to go on a 4, 5, 6 month break, 4, 5, 6 week break. Like that to me is it really makes no sense, especially when majority of the things that are going on during the off season are all voluntary, which has been a large conversation on this podcast over this past offseason, just with some of the names that didn't show up until, mandatory was mandatory. But I agree with Adam Thielen personally. I think that it would be better. I do think it would probably extend careers because a lot of the times when you see a lot of older and younger players, really, I was going to say younger players retiring, but I'll say older and younger, one of the main things that they say is they want to spend more time with their family. to me, that gives you what? I mean, that gives you July to February. You're in season, you're fully locked in, and then February to July, that gives you 5 months, 4 or 5 months to spend with your family. So you're fully locked in on that aspect of your life for that period of time. And I don't know. I think it makes sense.
I like it as well because I almost feel like it can be counterproductive as far as like you're coming in that time with OTAs, you're doing this training, getting back in shape, and then you're taking, like a month off? And then a month and a half off, and it's easy for guys, especially the young guys, to go back into old habits that they were into like before OTA started. So that could be like bad diet, just not a consistent workout schedule, especially when on the NFL team you have chefs who cook for the team. You have your trainers, you have your scheduled workouts, and a lot of guys don't put in a lot of work like that during the offseason. I find it hard to believe that every guy has a consistent workout schedule, eating right throughout the offseason. So when you go in and then take that break, it's kind of counterproductive because then now you have to spend that time again getting yourself back in shape. Then more opportunities for injuries there, and then trying to go into training camp and then go into the season. It would just make more sense for it to just all flow together. Like, just go OTAs, training camp, start playing football. The only thing that I could see a problem with, the Super Bowl has always been on, like, that particular weekend, right? So
yeah, and then they extended it because they added an additional week to the season.
Okay. So, I mean, I feel like that could throw a wrench in the whole NFL schedule as a whole.
Well, yeah, but they already talked about that they might add an additional game to the season. That's in talks too. That they might add 19 weeks instead of 18.
Well, if that
get rid of the preseason.
Yeah.
Well, if that happens, then all of that makes sense. But if this is something that's implemented before any of that takes place, then it kind of throws a wrench into the schedule of how things are already set up. So I could kind of see why they wouldn't want to go forward with that as of right now. But I do like the idea of it.
For sure. I think that injuries wise as well, I think it just makes more sense, bro. Like, there's a difference, and I always say this to people. There's a difference in working out and training. And when you're in that train mentality, it's hard to go from, like, training back to, like, working out just to try and, like, maintain or do whatever you're trying to accomplish, working out, and then go back to, like, fully training. Because I think, like, when you're in the off season, obviously you're training. It's training camp. Right, you know what I'm saying? So to me, there's a difference between training and working out. I think from a body standpoint, it serves them better and it is more beneficial to go, okay, cool, this time you have to work out, do what you want to do, train individually, and then when we come back together, you're fully locked in and engulfed in training and what we're trying to accomplish. So I like the move. What did you have to add? I know, because this is really one of the things you wanted to talk about for sure, too.
Yeah. I mean, I think y'all touched on really everything that I was going to say. It's just about, it just makes more sense in the grand scheme of things as far as like ramping up right before the season starts. I think later in that interview, Adam Thielen even touches on like the fact that the NFL is the only organization that does that weird training camp break or mini camp break training camp season. Like he was like other leagues, every other professional league goes straight from training camp through to the season. Because that's just kind of, I mean, that just makes sense. You come back to work and you're fucking doing your job. You're training for your job and then you go do the job. You don't fucking come to work, train for your job, take a break, and then come back and do the job. Like, I feel like that's what leads to injuries oftentimes. What you see, like, the first days of training camp, you'll see a guy with a torn ACL or a pulled hamstring or a pulled groin because a week, like 6 weeks prior, he had just worked his way up into shape, probably thought he was still in that same type of shape that he got in minicamp. Now he's coming out here trying to do the exact same thing, and now he just pulled something.
Yeah. Because
his body's a little bit, and not say obviously they train on their own, they do their own thing, but it's not the same as when you have your coaches there, when you have the competition there, when you're actually implementing the things that you're going to be doing on a day in, day out basis. Yeah. Your training's a little bit different. Your training might be more, tailored to like for a wide receiver, you might be more focused on your hands, your footwork. You're not really, maybe not necessarily running your like post route, your out route, like in your specific scheme, whatever. I don't know. But like, I just feel like for injury purposes, it just makes more sense.
Yeah, and then just another quick comment I want to make as far as when you were talking about working out being different from training. anyone who plays a sport or played a sport is like, you don't get in shape like for that sport until you're actually doing that sport. So it's like you just like working out on the weekend or working out throughout the week. Like you're not getting in football shape until you're actually on the field doing football activity, doing drills, and stuff like that, running plays. So you're not getting in shape until you're actually doing that with your pads on, with your helmet on. All of that makes a big difference than just, freely working out on your own. So to get into that football shape, don't push players to get into that shape and then take them out of it and then put them back in there, because you play football, so that like running with your helmet on is way different than running with your helmet off. Running with your pads on, way different than running with your pads off. So don't like ramp it up like that and then scale it back and then automatically throw them back into it, especially how hot it is like during that summertime. Like,
yeah. And you also see, like, guys don't even take that shit serious anymore. Like, mandatory minicamp, guys will take that $100K fine, whatever, and they'll just be like, because they know they're going to be off in a month. Fucking Aaron Rodgers didn't even tell his team where he was at. He just peeled.
Same thing.
Well, that's a contract thing. But
Lamar Jackson just did the same thing. He just lost $750K.
They just peel. Like, they don't, there's no point. Like, the players don't respect the mini camp that's in the middle of the summer already. So why not just push that shit back until right before the season starts? Because now we know. Because even further in that interview, Adam Thielen will go on to say, because Rich Eisen asked him, aren't you concerned about people coming in out of shape? Aren't you concerned about guys not being ready to play football? Adam Thielen said the NFL is too hard of a league for you to come in and be out of shape. To come in and play out of shape in the NFL is way too difficult. People are way too good, and you'll just get fucking cut the same way you do now. He was like, we've got guys in Carolina that came into OTAs out of shape. He was like, they're not on the team anymore. You'll get replaced. It's that simple. So I don't really see why you wouldn't move it back. Give the guys more time to spend with their families. Everybody would appreciate that, especially in those summer months like May, June, when graduations are going on. Give those guys all that time to be with their family, get all that shit out the way. Because when the season starts, you better not be worried about your fucking kids. You better go get me my chocho on Sunday.
For sure. I agree with everything. I think all of us are on the same page on this one. And I mean, I really don't see why anything would really be any different, really. I mean, I really don't, as far as the production that's going on around the season. I think that the OTAs and the minicamp and everything prior to July 1 is counterproductive. I think it does more harm than good. Obviously, it's good to see your teammates after that amount of time. It's good to try and get it back in the building. To me, I would say you would have to leave some room for a situation like Carolina. If you have a brand new coaching staff, something like that, then, if I want you to come in a week earlier or something like that, I would, leave that room, give or take 4, 5, 6 days, whatever the case may be. So then when July 1 is here, you guys are knowing what's going on. But as far as, like, y'all should already have the playbook. If you're doing what you need to do, you need to be studying from, whenever we sign a new head coach, whether it be March, April, whatever, to July 1, that should already be it. And then the implementation part of it all is like July 1 through, September, whatever, September 9, September 10, whatever the case may be, and the specific season. So I think that could help. And off of that, Adam Thielen did say that, it would help preserve a lot of careers as well as extend a lot of careers. Right now, I think I know there's a shortage of younger football players in America. So, like, we don't really know how long football is going to last. And people have been saying that for a while, but when you look at all the health concerns, when you look at the brain damage, when you look at all of these things and put them into perspective, this could potentially expand and extend the life of the NFL as a whole in totality. So I think it's a good move.
And especially when you got other sports making more money.
Yeah, like baseball.
Yeah.
But matter of fact, like baseball and basketball, the other major sports in the NFL, yes, you're playing more games. Yes, you're there for a little more time. However, it's just like, bro, I can go hoop for 8 or 9 months, or I can go play football and get stretched every single day of my life for, 16 or 17 weeks. It looks a little different. It looks a little different. But off of that, we are, 3 weeks away from training camp, right? The 24th, 2nd, 3rd. Yeah, about three and a half weeks, 3 weeks away from training camp. Exciting times to be a content creator if you have the ability to maneuver the way you want. Exciting times just as a whole. The New York Giants actually released, or HBO actually released their first episode of Hard Knocks offseason, the offseason version of Hard Knocks, following the New York Giants last night, July 2nd. So check that out if you want. They highlighted the Brian Burns deal in that in the trailer. I'm intrigued to see what happened. I think they low-key got off on us, but I won't even start. I won't even start that.
Here you go.
I won't start it. But
Seemed like Saquon got off on them.
yeah, I saw that as well. Nigga damn near crying and begging, Saquon, are you going to give us a shot?
Are you going to give us a shot, Saquon?
Nigga. No, fuck you, nigga. You should have paid me my bread. That's what I would have told him. Maybe that's what he told him. We'll see as the season goes on. But I wanted to come in here and just kind of do a little bit of training camp prep. That's really where we're at this point in the season. There's really no real breaking news. There's really no, real breaking stories happening, no stories to watch, no injuries, etc. So I wanted to come in and do a little bit of training camp prep. So we have some things on the agenda. The first one I want to do is I want to talk about surprise breakouts for training camp. Who are you guys expecting to be a surprise or to look a little bit better than you predicted going into training camp? I know who my answers are. I would like to hear y'all's. Shaw Smith-Wade, if you would like me to give you one.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I think he's going to be okay.
And I'm gonna go with Jonathan Brooks. I need to see something. I gotta see something to make me feel good. My running back number 2 is already crying and bitching about
Running back number 3.
Running back number 2 is already crying and bitching about an injury. So I mean, if you want to take that next step, I need you to show why we drafted you instead of going to get Kool-Aid. Like, I need to know. So I need to see some kind of improvement during training camp to let me know that ACL is all right. So him for one. I don't even know. I would say Ick, but I don't even know what I can see in training camp for Ick that's going to make me think different until he actually gets on the field.
Come on a padded day. Come when they got them pads on.
Well,
You'll be able to see.
He didn't look half bad in the pads last year.
Shitting me. The way Brian Burns was doing that whole offensive line.
You didn't think he was going to have a season like he had?
No, I don't think any of us predicted that. I don't even know how you could have predicted that.
I think he looked so bad that I thought Brian Burns was going to have a fucking,
so they both just fucked with our minds. Like, it was just a mind fuck by both of them. Yeah. And so, I mean, I don't know what I need to see from Ick. And then I would like to see, I'm intrigued to see Deontay Johnson. I just want to see what he's going to do. We've been talking about him for the past couple of weeks. Everyone knows my stance on him by now.
Would you like to reemphasize it for our new viewers?
I just think he's going to be an average receiver.
What is average to you? What was our bet?
1,000 yards, 1,100 yards.
1,000 yards.
1,000 yards
10
and
tutties.
10 touchdowns.
You took the under on both.
I took the under on both. So I would like to see the connection that everybody's been raving about with him and Bryce. I just want to see that. And the wild throws that they said Bryce has been having, I need to see that. Wasn't a lot of those in training camp last year. We've seen a few here and there, but not 2 to 3 every drive, whatever they were saying. So I need to see
every
that.
day. Yeah, that was a report coming out of OTAs.
Yeah, so I need to see that. Those are just some things I need to see.
For me, I'm definitely going to say Shaw. I think that I'm going to have a close eye. And just based on his draft positioning, just based on the situation that he's given, I mean, he has the opportunity to be cornerback 2. I know a lot of people are going to make the argument that he's a nickel and he will play nickel for the Carolina Panthers. But to me, that cornerback 2 position is wide open. Because, I mean, we haven't signed Stephon yet. We ain't signed Xavier yet, which that name came up a couple of weeks ago in rumors. So
I don't know if Xavier is going to get signed, I'll be honest with you.
I don't think he will either. But
he done had a lot of off-season.
Yeah, I mean, he has been killing with a lot of bullshit.
He's on a generational run right now.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. However, I mean, if he's on a generational run, come be on a generational run in Charlotte. Because if we got to roll out Dane Jackson, do I need more of it?
Do we need where our franchise is right now, do we need those kind of distractions?
We need a cornerback, too. So, unfortunately, whatever that comes back.
We had a chance to get a cornerback too, but you like where we went. You like the direction we get, so I don't need us to be campaigning I don't need to hear campaigning from you that we need a cornerback too, because maybe Dane Jackson is what you think he is, or what?
No. Not what I think he is,
or what you believe that the Carolina Panthers think he is. To reason to why they went Jonathan Brooks instead.
Because Jonathan Brooks was the best running back in the NFL, and there was a string of cornerbacks the best running back that was available in the NFL draft this season. That's number one. Number two, there was a string, like I keep telling you, there was a string of like 4 or 5 cornerbacks that came off. And you mentioned Kool-Aid earlier. I don't believe Kool-Aid was on the board at the time we picked.
That's because
you
why we said that. Yeah, you know why we said that, bro. Stop acting delusional, bro. We done went over this.
And like 3 or 4 of them other niggas went in a row. So, yeah, we couldn't go.
Well,
so then we had to trade back. Let's go get Jonathan Brooks because we going to jump the Giants and we going to jump Dallas. We know that they want them, and we know we need weapons for Bryce Young.
I hope for your sake.
Then it's not going. It's going to be that crybaby ass bullshit that we got last year. It's going to be Bryce can't do this because he doesn't have this and that. Well, we gonna make sure that nigga has
was it true or not?
We gonna make sure that nigga has a plethora of options. Yes, it was true. That's fine.
Okay.
So cool. We fixed that. We went and spent $100+ million on our offensive line. We went out and went up to the first round so we could have a 5th-year option for the nigga to grow with a wide receiver 1 potentially. We went out and got Deontay. You know, we think that Jonathan Mingo is going to be okay. We know Adam Thielen still has some juice in the tank. So cool. No more excuses for the bitch.
I pray that Shaw Smith-Wade is smart enough, because that's all we keep hearing is how smart of a player he is. I hope that he is smart enough to not get absolutely torched with his with his what is he? What did he run, a 4.6?
No, fuck no. I don't
probably
believe that.
4'6". He's what, 5'8", 5'9".
With his 5'8" stature, his 31-inch arms, and his 4'6", 40. I hope he's smart enough to cover all those.
There's just no way he ran a 4'6". There's no way he ran a 4'6".
What?
A 4.54. That's too damn close.
Let's be
I might
honest
need to
here.
change my breakout. I don't know if he has the potential to break out.
I hope he's smart enough to cover all that.
Tommy Trimble's on my list as well.
Mine would be Sam Franklin.
Dog, what up, twin? That's game.
That would
we
be
need
my
that
breakout.
Sam Franklin interview ASAP. I'm not gonna lie.
Either Sam Franklin or what's the cornerback that Jettas? The cornerback.
Deshaun Jameson.
Deshaun Jameson. I'm gonna have my eyes on Deshaun and Sam. Those are my breakout.
Secondary as a whole.
Yeah.
We got to keep our eye on that secondary as a whole because Alex is still back there. And niggas just don't even mention him. Nobody talks about him. He just proposed, or he might have just got married. I don't know which one. Shout out to you. Salute. What cat do? Salute to bro. But he's just waiting. He's just waiting. I hope X doesn't go down. I hope Jordan Fuller doesn't go down. Nick Scott, unfortunately, I just think that he's going to outplay you in training camp. Alex, I'm going to have my eye on him as well. And Deshaun Jameson, that was a great pick. I know what Dunk was going to give me. I seen it last year, so. He's a great special teams guy. He gonna chat.
What about TMJ?
Oh, what about TMJ? That could stir a whole another 30-minute conversation about him.
Yeah.
I think TMJ is on his way out. I do.
And
I think
we need to look forward to that kicking battle too.
I was just about to say that shit. I'm gonna have my eyes on Eddie Pinheiro and Big Boy.
Yeah, for sure.
JJ the kicker.
4 times.
I got my money on Mevis. What you want to do? I'm in a betting mood. I got
my money on Mevis too.
I got my money on Mevis,
I'll take
bro.
that.
He ain't missed.
No, he did miss.
Who's going to be the starting kicker? Who's going to be the starting kicker?
Whoever is the starting kicker is the kicker that's going to be on the roster. Other niggas is getting cut. We got Johnny Hecker. He'll kick.
Yeah, that's true. So
what
you want to do?
With the new rules, allegedly the kickers are going to be taking a lot more contact. I believe Mevis' body is designed a little bit better for that contact. I think Mevis has the advantage. He was there during voluntary. He was there during mandatory. He hasn't missed at all in game situations. He missed 2 individual kicks. Who gives a fuck? You know how many how many fucking run blocks I got fucked on in practice. Individuals, but then we go to team and our dog niggas. So, that shit doesn't matter.
My money's on Thicker the kicker.
Mevis. Yeah, I got Mevis, bro. If you want to do something, we can do $10. I got Mevis. And shout out to Eddie too, because I saw his interview a couple of weeks ago. Seems like to be a real down to earth guy. Has a little conceited, arrogant tendencies to him at times. He think he's cute and shit like that. You know,
got his diamond earrings in.
Yeah,
about to probably put some ice on his neck when he get that new contract. Something slight.
He won't get it from us. But shout out to bro though. I wish him the best of luck. He's not getting it. I think he gets cut. I think TMJ gets cut. I think Miles Sanders teeters the line. I think if he dicks around and just so happens to accidentally get hurt or something like that, I think the Carolina Panthers take the cap hit and say, fuck it, we just can't deal with it. I do. I know that might sound crazy to a lot of y'all because y'all be slandering me anyway, but I think that's a possibility. And my other breakout guy that I have my eyes on, for real, I said it earlier, but Tommy Tremble, he was going crazy in OTAs. They say he was getting a lot of red zone targets. This is a guy that already has more career touchdowns than Kyle Pitts, a name that a lot of people love gassing up for whatever reason.
Y'all would hate me. If y'all love gassing Kyle Pitts, y'all would hate me, like legitimately.
He's not that.
Yeah, he's not, honestly.
Not
I think he's mid.
Yeah. And we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that as well. But Tommy Tremble, Shaw Smith-Wade, actually that secondary as a whole, I'd say we had to keep a close eye on that. They're going to be some breakout guys there, and it's going to be interesting to see that battle for cornerback too, because I think, to me it's open. They say Dane Jackson right now. To me it's open. And, obviously we can go free agency. We know that there will be cuts and releases throughout the summer, so maybe we find our cornerback two somewhere else from another organization, whatever the case may be. But I'm interested to see what we have.
I pray that's the case.
Well, we'll see, because whatever's on the waiver wire, whatever is on the market, it might not be nothing better than what you got in house already.
I find that hard to believe, but
we'll see. Let me see.
Nothing better than Dane Jackson.
Something has to be better than Dane Jackson. I'm not gonna lie. With all due respect.
Kool-Aid, Cooper.
Any of them.
Let me see. Positional ranks. This was something that came across my Twitter feed, and it was just, I don't even remember when this was. This was a while ago, and then Dylan actually brought it up on a note the other day. Positional ranks within the NFC South, and we'll go. Let's do it like this: quarterback, running back. We'll group them. We'll group the room. Quarterback, running back, offensive line, wide receivers, tight ends. Then we'll go D-line, we'll go linebackers, and we'll go secondary as a whole.
Okay.
Quarterback, and do y'all want to rank them, or y'all want to say who has the best?
I feel like we have to.
Ranking is kind of hard.
Yeah, ranking is tough, but
we can rank them. We can rank them. We'll rank them.
All right, So I guess we'll start with the quarterback room, right?
Yes, we'll start with quarterback.
Well, y'all know who I'm going to put. If you were tuned in last week and you heard my rant about Derek Carr's garbage ass.
Is he number 4 in the NFC South?
No, because he has Taysom Hill in the room, so I'm going to bump him up a little bit.
No. Start the quarterback.
That's just nasty work.
Yeah, I thought you said room. I thought you said quarterback room.
I said the room as a whole.
I was going to give him a little bit of bump because I think Derek Carr is garbage, but
Yeah, no. We'll go starting quarterback and we'll go starting running back.
Okay.
Then we have to go room offensive line and we have to go room wide receiver.
So I think if you're going starting quarterback, God, wow, this is crazy. You're going to have to go with Tampa Bay, in my opinion, because I don't think
Baker.
Hold on.
Nigga's not better.
Hold up.
Fuck no, he's not. But go ahead.
You got to go Tampa Bay 1, because I think he is the best quarterback in the division right now. Without seeing Kirk Cousins, obviously, that's where everybody's gonna freak the fuck out. Kirk Cousins is 35 years old, coming off of a torn Achilles. I didn't think he was that good before he tore his shit. Now he's coming off of torn Achilles. I got to see it. So I'm going with Baker 1. I'll put Kirk at 2.
You'll put, nigga, I mean.
I'll put him at 2.
Go.
And
He's drunk.
How?
Go ahead. No, finish your list. It's all opinionated.
Yeah, okay, so cool. Baker 1, Kirk 2, Bryce 3, Derek 4.
Oof.
Yeah.
My list looks a little different. Would you like me to go?
I'll go.
Okay.
I got Kirk 1. I got Baker 2. I got Bryce 3 and Derek Carr 4.
So why the fuck? Never mind. Go
I
ahead.
have
Because
Kurt-
I
I
just
have
think
Kurt
Kirk's the
one.
best quarterback in the NFC South.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I have Kurt 1. I have Baker 2. Very close with Derek Carr. But Baker 2, Derek Carr 3, and I have Bryce 4. I do. I mean, that's what I have.
I mean, I'm not gonna argue. I mean,
There's no need
I think
to.
Derek Carr
And
is fucking dog shit.
The
but
fact that you made the stance that Kirk Cousins is 35, like coming off of ACL, but this nigga Baker's like what 27 on his 10th fucking team.
third, calm down. Third team.
Panthers,
Panthers didn't set him up for
Panthers,
success.
Browns, Rams, Tampa
Okay,
Bay.
fourth. I forgot.
And
he
he
Rams.
might have touched another team during that time span.
forget.
I just don't even know. But the fact that you tried to slide that through there, like it's just
Bro, Baker is better than the rest of the quarterbacks in the NFC South at this moment. Yes, he had a
No,
great
he's not.
season
He's
last
not-
year.
He's not better for one. He's not better than Kirk Cousins. He never has in his career been better than Kirk Cousins. That's number one.
I
Number
think
two,
he has more playoff wins than Kirk Cousins.
that's fine. That's cool.
that don't
That-
necessarily
and you know,
make
and
them.
you know what that means, nigga. You know what that means.
A lot.
I mean,
It means a lot.
he has a ring.
No.
Okay, cool.
Does
So
Kirk
really,
have
it
a
doesn't.
ring?
So really, it doesn't matter. No, I'm just saying, like when you talking about playoff wins, nigga, that's phenomenal and that's great. I could make the same fucking argument for Aaron Rodgers and how niggas suck him up and act like he's the god and act like he's the GOAT. And that nigga has one ring and he has a slightly above average playoff record. But when shit gets hot, he fucking nuts. So don't give me that. 'Cause you have A-Rod very high on your list. You do.
I mean, you act like you didn't have him right there with him. You
I had him
put him
further
at
down.
fucking 5 or 6. You were like, you could interchange like
No,
5.
I
Like,
didn't say that. I didn't say that. I
Roll
said,
the tape. Roll
I
the
said
clip.
you can- I
Roll
said
the
you
clip.
can- I said he would be interchangeable. Number 5 would be interchangeable with Dak and Josh Allen. That's what I said. That's what I said, nigga.
Roll the
'Cause I
clip.
had
Don't
Aaron
worry, we got
Rodgers
the
about
tape.
at
We got
8
the
or
tape.
9.
It's been a little while, so I know.
Maybe,
We'll just go ahead and roll the tape.
maybe we'll roll the tape. We'll roll it.
Who's the next group, man? Well,
Running
let's go to-
backs.
Okay.
Kamara. Even though I don't know what's gonna happen with that situation because he wasn't as shit this offseason. But that's neither here nor there. It's not a Saints podcast. Kamara. Boy,
It's not hard.
Atlanta shit is turned up. Their whole room is turned up because that Algier and Bijan, and when they start I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie. When they use Bijan how I think they're gonna use him this year, that bitch, Lord have mercy. I'm gonna go Bijan and them too.
Don't, bro. You know.
What? Carolina, right? Carolina third and Tampa Bay fourth?
No, I'm going us 4th.
Yeah.
Did you forget about bro?
Rashad White.
Yeah, like come on, bro.
didn't
You
forget
act like
about
he's
him.
a hoe or something.
I
Like
swear you did. You
didn't
just tried to
forget
play
about
him. You just tried to play with his fucking
I
top.
didn't try
Like,
to play with him. I mean, that nigga just ain't that to me. And
Yeah.
I think
what Chuba is?
the room.
You just told us we can only do one quarterback.
I did. I said one quarterback and one running back. I did say that. So cool. If we're going Rashad White, then I will say Tampa Bay 3 and then Carolina 4.
are we?
I will say that.
Okay, so
But we had. But
are we
damn-
going off
damn
of
near
body
gotta
of
go
work,
one.
or are we going off of what we think they'll be this season?
What they are right now, currently? So whether it be what you think they will be, what their body of work is, etc., whatever you think, wherever you have them ranked right now at this very second.
Okay.
To
I think
me,
we're gonna have the
Bijan
same
Robinson
list.
I think
is
so.
better than Chuba, and he's better than Rashad White, hands down, right now.
And he's better than Alvin Kamara.
Yeah. Right now he is.
Oh,
I think I'm
smoking
going.
crack, but okay.
I think I'm going Bijan 1.
Okay.
I think this might be where our list split though. I'm going Rashad White 2. I'm going AK 3. And I'm going Chube 4.
Yeah, I'm
cool.
going Bijan 2. I don't hate the Rashad White.
You're going Bijan 2.
I mean
or
Bijan 1. I don't hate the Rashad White at 2, but I'm gonna go AK 2, Rashad White 3, Chuba 4. Bro, what? The
I think that's fair.
Bro, you're talking about we're smoking dick. Like, bro, did you watch Bijan play last year? The times that he did play when they were fucking shafting him on his minutes? When you
Bijan,
drafted the nigga at top 8 and don't even play him?
When they
Bijan
decided
is
to
better
finally give
than-
him the fucking ball.
Bijan's better than AK?
Yes.
Okay.
At this point in time, yes.
Okay.
What does they do damn near the same thing? Bijan's just a little better. At this point in time.
Yeah, I mean, AK's about
AK
at the,
is like
AK,
year
AK's
8.
about at the end of his. That's why I put Rashad White over him, because I think he keeps running into trouble off the field. He's been a little bit banged up the last couple of seasons. I just think his window is closing, and I think Rashad White is still in his prime. So that's why I threw him at 2, AK at 3, Chubb at 4. No, obviously, like, it's a very close 2 and 3. But if I'm a GM and I get the choice between the two, I'm taking Rashad for this upcoming season.
I just don't like the fact you try to act like something was outlandish.
It
That's
is,
just
because
crazy.
Rashad White to me is not that.
Yeah,
Rashad
but
White
I'm
is not what y'all were making him, and I think he benefited from the scheme that Dave Canales created a significant amount, which makes me put Chuba above Rashad White at this very second, based on the fact that we now have Dave Canales, and Dave Canales has told us on multiple occasions that we are going to run the fucking football.
Well,
And I want our room before I want Tampa Bay's room too. Because if we're saying that Miles Sanders is running back 3, I know what he did last year. So don't get your panties in a fucking wad. I know what he did last year, but Miles Sanders is still Miles Sanders. And irregardless of what Panthers fans...
what is
he said that like
Irregardless
Miles
of
Sanders
what
is,
Panthers...
who the fuck is
Where-
Miles Sanders?
what is that? Please remind me.
1,000-yard
Because
rusher.
what we got to do in this league, you got to update your fucking resume. And based on what he did last year, Miles Sanders is exactly what he was last year.
And Rashad
He
White is
benefited
exactly what
from
he was
a
last year.
top offensive line in Philly. He came to Carolina with a below average offensive line, and we just seen he couldn't make.
And now we're
He
going to
couldn't
have a
make
top
those plays.
offensive line.
And he's running back 3 according to you already with a top
According
offense.
to ESPN, not me.
You just said last week that he was running back 3.
Yes, according to ESPN. That's what ESPN depth chart has him.
Let's
as.
go to
Running
the
back
next
3,
group
so
now.
that's how I fucking acknowledge him. He's running back 3. That's what ESPN tells me, and I don't got another depth chart to go off of.
Oh, so okay, cool. Never mind.
Fuck my receivers. Where
Carolina.
we
1.
4? Oh.
4.
I thought you were
Fuck,
starting at
nigga.
the bottom. My fault.
Carolina 1. I don't care what niggas got to say about it.
Okay.
Carolina 1. That Atlanta room is shit to me.
Yeah, they're
I'm not
terrible.
gonna hold
I
you.
don't like them. Can we group the tight ends
Actually,
with the receivers?
I blazed it. We can't do that because
I feel like we should.
we can't though.
Yeah, I feel like we should. Like, honestly.
Because they're such a big part of the passing game nowadays.
Okay.
So can we say
That's
pass
fine.
catching group?
Yeah, sure. We can say
Okay.
pass catching group. I'm
That's
going
still-
Carolina. I'm only going Carolina because I know Mike Evans is there. Surefire first ballot Hall of Famer. However, Chris Godwin is suspect injury wise. And who was their running back? Who's their tight end? Cade Otton?
He's like that. I like Cade.
Okay. I think we're going to see a significant jump from Tommy. I think JT Sanders is going to be solid. And if Sullivan doesn't get cut, I think he's going to play a part in our pass game as well. So, overall, I think I'm going to say, for me personally, I'm going to say Carolina 1. I'll say Tampa Bay 2. Then I'll say New Orleans because their shit is raw as hell too, though. With Olave and Raheed, they be going fed. I ain't going to hold you. But they are much better than Atlanta, who's at 4. It's a toss-up to me between Atlanta New Orleans and Tampa Bay for 2 and 3. So, I don't know. I'll say Tampa Bay 2 because Mike Evans.
I'm gonna go and the 1 and 2 can be interchangeable, honestly. I'm gonna go Tampa Bay 1.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
I'm gonna go us 2. I'm gonna go New Orleans 3 and Atlanta 4.
Okay.
I just think
Atlanta has who? Darnell Mooney, right? They picked him up this offseason.
Drake London and Kyle Pitts.
And Matt Collins.
Yeah, and I just don't. Drake London has never been he's never been that to me.
Oh, you would be pissed about Twitter 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks
They
ago.
were gassing him?
Oh my God. No, Atlanta fans. Oh, we had a little war on Twitter this week. Or last week, 2 weeks ago, whenever it was. Atlanta and Carolina, niggas was in niggas mentions gassing the hell out of Drake London.
Based off of what?
You tell me.
I mean, we seen him play in person multiple times. I'm not impressed. I'll be honest.
He's dog shit.
Yeah.
I
really,
don't know what they see in him.
Yeah, and same with Kyle Pitts. He is so mid to me, bro, and I get so tired of y'all acting like this nigga is the second thing to Christ. He's not that, bro. He's not that, and I know y'all want to believe that based on potential, based on how he got drafted, based on what you thought he could be. But he's not that, bro. He's an average tight end. Average tight end.
Where we at? Pass catching groups?
Yes.
I think I would definitely go Tampa Bay at number 1. I mean, because I'm
not mad at that.
Yeah. They also got Sterling Shepard. And they added Jalen McMillan, the wideout from Washington that we were gassing in the pre-draft thing. So they got Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Sterling Shepard. Yeah.
I don't remember.
Well, like it was like he was like a later round prospect that
I don't remember his name ever coming out of my mouth, but okay.
I'm familiar with the name. I not gassing.
He was picked in a lot of the mock drafts, but so I'm going with Tampa Bay as the best pass catching group. I would have to say, I would say Carolina would be number 2, and then I would go Atlanta at 3 and New Orleans at 4 because I think New Orleans only has Chris Olave really and Rashid Shaheed. Michael Thomas is a free agent now, and
who does Atlanta have, if you don't mind me asking?
They got Drake London. They got They got Drake London. They got Kyle Pitts.
Is he
Darnell
better?
Mooney.
Drake London is wide receiver 1. Is he better than Chris Olave?
No, but I don't feel like the gap between Chris Olave and Drake London is.
Are you serious?
Huge. I really don't. I think Drake London's gonna have a pretty good season.
Am I tripping?
Give me what you want me to What you want me to
Are we
say?
serious?
I mean, I think he's smoking dick. But if you saying, I don't know because they look alike or what. I don't know what he got with the infatuation with the fuck nigga.
Yeah,
but he ain't shit to me personally. But go
Drake
ahead.
London is fucking ass, bro. Can we be real? Drake London is ass.
Hey, Drake London is not even close to even sniffing Chris Olave's jock.
I mean, he was like 200 yards away from him last season, so.
And Chris Olave didn't play how many games?
Yeah, he got injured.
He didn't play like 3 or 4 games
okay,
last
well,
year.
cool. Like, I think Kyle Pitts. I'm not like you. I'm not all anti Kyle Pitts over here. I think Kyle Pitts is decent.
He's mid, right? He's average, right?
I think he's better than fucking Taysom Hill at tight end.
Is Kyle Pitts average?
Is he better than Jawan Johnson?
Yes.
That's the question you got to ask yourself. Because Jawan Johnson is tight end 1 out there.
I think he's better than Jawan.
But
Johnson.
is he average though?
I think he's slightly above average so far. I really want to see what he's going to do with a good quarterback. I'm interested. He's had fucking Desmond Ridder.
How many times do we got to see what he's going to do? Like we've
never seen. It's the same shit. We've never seen what he can do.
How many years has he been in the fucking league?
This is year 3.
4? Calm the fuck down. This is year 3. Calm down.
Hold on.
Calm down. Everybody calm
relax.
the fuck down.
No, you calm down, nigga. I need to
Everybody calm the fuck down.
You calm down.
This is year 3, bro. The nigga's like 22, 23 years old, bro.
This is year 4, like I thought.
Oh, this is year 4?
This is year 4.
And
We're going into year 4.
And he hasn't even made any kind of fucking progression.
He had 1,000 yards his rookie year with 1 touchdown. Then he had 356 yards with 2 touchdowns.
Desmond Ridder.
And he had 667 yards with 3 touchdowns.
Desmond Ridder.
We're seeing a steady progression.
That shit is fucking below average, if you ask me.
It's Desmond fucking Ridder.
I don't know if Desmond Ridder has been his quarterback the whole time. You're gassing that.
Bro.
You're gassing that. Desmond Ridder has not been the quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons for the last 3 years because they had Mariota. They had Mariota fucking 2 years ago, matter of fact.
Yeah, they did have.
And don't act like Mariota is. So Marcus Mariota ain't better than Desmond Ridder.
Okay, he is.
Okay, nigga. So then don't keep saying
he had
Desmond Ridder.
fucking yards though.
I don't know who he had 1,000 yards with. I don't know. I don't give a fuck about the Falcons that much. But we'll go look.
I mean, I'm just saying. Like, This is my take. This is my opinion. I'm just
letting you know the
over
niggas
the
fucking
bitch ass fucking Saints.
I'm just letting you know the niggas mid, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I'm taking Atlanta's receiving room over the Saints receiving room.
He also had Matt Ryan the year he had over 1,000 yards. He had Matt Ryan.
Oh, it's what a coincidence that the year
And
he had
he
a
had
fucking
Matt Ryan,
semi-decent quarterback. At the end of his career, he went for a fucking band. Wow. And then he had fucking Arthur. Who the fuck was the coach that got fired? Wasn't it Arthur Smith? And everybody was fucking pissed off because he wouldn't even give Bijan the ball. And we wonder why Kyle Pitts' numbers look the way they do.
Mid, bro.
Bijan couldn't get the fucking ball. They were screaming. Before Bijan came, they were screaming, Kyle Pitts isn't getting the fucking ball. And then Bijan comes in there screaming the same fucking thing. So let's see what was Raheem
Morris.
Raheem Morris, the new coach. Let's see what the fuck Raheem does. Because I bet you they'll get the fucking ball now. And then y'all's tone will change.
He's
and that
out.
shit will
He's
jump
mid.
up.
He's mid.
Shit might jump the Panthers.
Because I
number 2.
think you even said that he was average the other day. Maybe like yesterday you
But
said
see,
he
that's
was
how
average.
niggas don't stand on
Yeah,
business.
like you
That's
the
how
one
niggas
said he
don't
was
stand
average
on
too.
business, bro.
I'm taking the Falcons at 3 and the Saints at fucking 4.
Okay.
Cry about it.
Okay, fair enough.
Offensive line.
Panthers, 1. Panthers, 1.
I'm not.
Tampa Bay, 2. Bro was getting fucked last year. Derek Carr was getting teed off on last year.
It's because he likes to hold on to the ball.
I'll say New Orleans 3, and I'll say Atlanta 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Panthers 1 just based off the signings this offseason. Robert Hunt, Damian Williams,
Damian Lewis.
Sorry. So I'm gonna go them 1. Then I'm gonna go Atlanta or Tampa Bay 2, and then I don't even really know much about Atlanta and New Orleans. Their offensive
Just think
line.
about how fucked up their quarterbacks were getting, and that'll tell you the
I mean,
answer.
both of them were. I'll go Atlanta 3, New Orleans 4.
Yeah, I would put Tampa Bay at 1, Carolina at 2, Atlanta at 3. Yeah, Atlanta at 3, and New Orleans at 4.
D-line.
D-line is, I'm not going to lie,
That's kind of tough for me.
it's not super tough for me. I think I would go, I'll start. I think I would go with, actually, it might be kind of
It's
tough.
tough.
It is kind of tough.
It's tough because New Orleans got some demons.
Yeah,
Atlanta
they
got
Cam
some
Jordan,
demons.
They got Chase Young.
Yeah, nigga. It
Damn,
gets
I
like
forgot
that.
he went over there.
Yeah, it gets like that. New Orleans is 1 for me.
But
New Orleans is 1.
Tampa Bay
Carolina
has Randy
is 4.
Gregory. They got Vita Vea.
Yeah, but Randy Gregory, I don't know how much he moves the needle. Who else they got besides him and Vita Vea?
No one to really write home about.
Okay, so
No, they got that light skinned nigga, that young nigga. He like year 4, that defensive end. What's his name? They might have him listed as a outside backer now. Maybe
I think I know what you're talking about.
Light skinned nigga. He's real long paws. Defensive end. He done made progression damn near every year of his career.
Judge Culpepper?
No, fuck no. Gold.
Goldsmith.
Oh, Joey Tryon?
No.
No.
Maybe I'm blazing. I don't know. I'm going Carolina 4. I'm going New Orleans 1.
William Golston?
Yes,
William
that's who I'm
Golston.
talking about. Yep, there you go. I'm going Tampa 2, and I'm going Atlanta 3. But that Atlanta and Tampa, because Atlanta shit is straight too. But them two can interchange to me, depending on the day. But I'm going to give the slight edge to Tampa Bay right now. I am. New Orleans, by hands down, has 1. It is number 1. And to me, Carolina is hands down number 4. Because I don't like our linebackers. I don't like our edge rushers as much as a lot of people do. Jadeveon, cool. Derek Brown, phenomenal. But other than that, there's a significant drop-off from 1 to 8, 9, however D linemen we carry, however many, edge rushers, D linemen, whatever you want to classify them as. So, yeah, I don't know. Would y'all like to go?
I'm gonna go New Orleans 1, Tampa 2. I don't really know. It's hard for me to I'm looking at Atlanta's defense and I'm just like, okay, Grady Jarrett. Am I missing someone?
No, their D-line was not the best last year.
Yeah,
I thought they added a D tackle though.
and if
Did
I
they not add a D tackle this offseason?
They added one from from Chicago, Eddie Goldman.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that nigga, he all right.
yeah, but
he was straight. Yeah,
that's not gonna change me from. Yeah, I'm going Carolina 3, Atlanta 4, just because that doesn't do enough to move.
Is Grady Jarrett better than Jadeveon?
He's not better than Derrick Brown.
Yeah. I don't think he is, but I don't think Carolina has enough on the D-line, so they're definitely 4 for me.
Yeah, that's
with
what
this
it
category.
is for me. It's a depth.
New Orleans is 1, Tampa Bay is 2, Atlanta 3, Panthers 4.
Atlanta has the number 1 secondary too, by the way.
I don't know about that one.
They have the number 1 secondary.
Don't know about that one.
They have the number 1 secondary, by the way.
So I guess we're going to the secondary since we're here.
Atlanta,
Go ahead, rank your secondary.
Number 1, Atlanta.
Okay.
Number 4, Carolina.
Yep.
Can I ask why?
AJ.
Is
Micah. They got who is their other safety? They got 2 of them bitches.
Tyrann Mathieu not what he used to be.
They got another one. It's not just Tyrann.
Oh,
he's talking about Atlanta.
I'm talking
he's
about
talking about
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Yeah, fuck nigga. Tyrann ain't moving shit for me. I'm talking about Atlanta. Atlanta's secondary is nice,
Jesse
nigga.
Bates.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Jesse.
yeah.
I said Mike. I don't know why I said Micah. I don't think they don't got Micah high. I blaze that. Jesse Bates and AJ Terrell. That's why. Simple as that. Them niggas is demons. They are demons. And then 2 and 3. New Orleans secondary is not that to me neither, personally.
Bro, I'm not. Yeah, New Orleans secondary is nice, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at.
tripping.
They got Marshawn. They got Kool-Aid. They got that Alontae Taylor nigga that be sliding.
Yeah, they got Paulson
I need to
and
remake
Debo.
my ranks. I forgot that they got fucking Kool-Aid. And I blazed Marshawn, too. But Marshawn is a bitch. Fuck that
And
nigga.
they still got Tyrann. Whatever the fuck you say about it, it's still,
And Alontae Taylor, you don't remember him? Number 1?
Yeah, I do remember him. He be sliding. I'm still probably going. Nah, I can't do it. I got to change my whole shit up, man. New Orleans 1, Atlanta 2, Tampa Bay 3, and then Carolina 4. New Orleans, fuck, I forgot they were that deep, nigga. That might be a problem. That might be a hell of a matchup, actually.
Yeah, I think I'm going New Orleans 1, Atlanta 2, Tampa Bay 3, Carolina 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I have the same thing.
Cool. And then linebackers.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Carolina 4.
yeah. Well,
Carolina 4.
I mean, the way y'all was
New
gassing
Orleans.
them, y'all said that we might have one of the best linebacker cores in the league.
Carolina right now. If I'm just looking at the NFC South as a whole, Carolina 4. I'll go Carolina 3.
So how does that make? Okay,
I'll go Carolina 3, Atlanta 4,
Okay.
Tampa Bay 2, and New Orleans 1. I like it. I love it.
I think I like Atlanta at 4. I
Yes.
like Carolina at 3 because I do
Yes.
think what's it, old boy
Josie Jewell.
Josie. Yeah, I think he's
Shaq.
gonna be all right. Yeah, I think they'll be
Trevin.
okay. Yeah, I think Carolina will be okay. And I damn sure got. It's really I'm going Atlanta. I mean New Orleans for 1, because DeMario Davis is really
a demon.
yeah he's one of them ones.
That's the only reason why I put them niggas 1.
Yeah, he's one of them
He's
ones.
the best
and then you
linebacker in
still
the
got Levante David in
in New
Tampa
Orleans.
Bay.
I mean, yeah, in Tampa
Yeah,
Bay.
Levante David still the linebacker in Tampa Bay.
But they don't have Shaq Barrett anymore.
but they got Chris Braswell from Alabama, so that's
They
why
also got
that's
Chris-
why
yeah.
I'm going them number 1 because Levante David. Then they picked up Chris Braswell
They don't have Devin White anymore.
from
though.
Alabama. They don't.
But
But
Shaq Barrett was an edge though.
yeah, but
He was an edge.
yeah
But they label him as an OLB.
linebacker. Yeah,
But it's kind of like
because you can
he's a
say
DN.
that, like I can't name the second linebacker on New Orleans, Pete Warner.
I don't think that they don't need one though. The way
So-
DeMario be sliding,
They
that
don't.
bitch is all
They
over the field.
Yeah, so
bro.
I'm going Tampa Bay 1, New Orleans 2,
he hits like he hits.
Atlanta 3, us 4.
Okay. So you think Shaq and Josie just gonna be pussy? Just asking. I'm just curious. I'm just asking. Don't
Yeah,
panic.
I mean this has been my stance since the beginning of the offseason. I just don't see our defense is going to be that. Shaq is coming off 2 surgeries, right?
Yes.
You don't
he
believe
is.
in Trevin Wallen? Okay,
Okay, I've been said that.
well, that's fair. Then I guess.
I don't really know. Like
nothing else to be said.
he slid on a nigga in the highlights, but other than that,
Nothing to write home about.
yep, nothing to write home about. Josie Jewell, TBD.
Well, I guess it's a perfect time to pick our offensive and defensive MVPs then for this season.
Bryce.
Offensive
We know it won't be
Deontay
Trevor
Johnson.
Wallen.
Yeah, we know that.
Offensive, Deontay Johnson. Defensive, J.C. Horn. I think this is the first season in his career we see J.C. Horn play a full season. Obviously, an easy pick is going to be Derek Brown, but I think he'll have a lot of attention this year, so his impact might diminish just a little bit. I think J.C. Horn and Deontay Johnson. Those are my two.
Mine is going to be very simple. I'm going Bryce Young and Derek Brown. I think Bryce Young will have a breakout year this year. He's seen the critics, I'm sure. He's seen the comments. We put weapons around him throughout the offseason, and I think he said Deontay Johnson, but in order for Deontay Johnson to be a good receiver, he has to have a good quarterback throwing him the ball, and I think that Bryce Young will be that guy this year. We'll see him make a lot of those throws downfield that he missed quite a bit last year, the deep balls and things of that sort. So I'm going Bryce Young. Defense, Derek Brown. You said that he was going to have a lot of extra attention. To me, that really doesn't matter. He's just a demon that can't be stopped. So put all the attention you want on him. But, I mean, when you look at his numbers from last year, record-breaking season for him at D-tackle. And I think he'll continue to wreak havoc.
Yeah, I think y'all are actually – I'm going in a complete opposite direction of both of y'all. My offensive MVP for this season is going to be Chuba Hubbard. I think Chuba's going to have a great season. I think he's going to have to.
Why you start laughing at my nigga, dog? Why you start laughing at him?
I don't know. It's all fun and games until Chuba goes out there and rakes 1,000. But, that's neither here nor there. So I think my offensive MVP is going to be Chuba because, just as you said, Deontay Johnson, if he's going to find success, it's going to be because of Bryce. If Bryce is going to find success, it's going to be because of Chuba. Because Chuba's going to load that fucking box. So I'm going to go Chuba on the offensive side, and I'm going Josie Jewell on the defensive side. He's going to have to. They don't really have much to work with. Josie Jewell's going to have his fucking hands full, especially being the Mike linebacker, sitting in that the
Josie
quarterback.
Is not a Mike, nigga.
Is he not?
Fuck no. Shaq is the Mike.
I feel like they were going to.
Shaq is the
I guess, yeah.
What the hell? Shaq, do you know who
You're right. But isn't Shaq still playing outside, though? Is he going to be an outside backer?
No, man. Shaq is going to be right in the middle of that bitch.
So
Josie Jewell is a damn outside linebacker, legitimately personified.
Well, I'm still going Josie. So, regardless, I think it's going to be Josie Jewell because he's going to have to pick up for Shaq. Coming off that that injury.
Wow.
And, and Chuba.
Chuba Hubbard, huh?
Yeah, you like that?
I mean, it's cute. It's good for content. I mean,
You asking why I laugh, and then you go and make that comment. Nigga, you know why I laugh.
I mean, bro, why wouldn't Chuba have a phenomenal season with the upgrades at the offensive line?
Just don't think he's that.
Well, I do. So,
well, good for you.
Find out.
Yeah, it's going to be a sad day, but.
Well, not for me.
Nigga. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to say shit.
Really,
I love Chu. Shout out Chu. He won't be the offensive MVP. We won't be winning games because of Chuba Hubbard. I hate to tell you. We won't. But, everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
I haven't seen a Carolina win when I attended a game in a couple of seasons. But the last time that I attended a Carolina game and they won, Chuba Hubbard went for over 100 fucking yards. It was a very cold day.
Deontay Foreman did too.
Yeah, it was a very cold day in Carolina, and Chuba and Deontay just let their fucking cocks drag. And that was the best Carolina Panthers football I've seen in a long time. So
that was one of my favorite games that I've attended in a long time. I think that might be
that I've attended ever.
I mean,
that might be on a very high list for me.
Yeah, imagine it being -2 degrees outside and your nuts are still fucking hanging low.
Not -2.
It was 16.
It was
bro, it was cold as fuck. My hands and feet were numb. And yet somehow Deontay Foreman and Chuba just let their nuts drag across the field. You know how hard it is to let your nuts drop when it's cold?
Especially across the field that feels like bricks.
Shout out to Dave Tepper for that. Hey, Dave Tepper. Matter of fact, never mind. We'll talk to y'all next week. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, please.
Dave's not gonna give us no type of deal or nothing. He gonna turn on our podcast one day. He's just gonna be
already told somebody that.
Because he just doesn't seem like the type. He's not the type to go for what we be talking. Dave, fuck you.
He just got to that point on his own like that. That's a little crazy, a little. screw.
Dave ain't the only one that ain't wrapped all the way tight.
Happy 4th of July. Y'all celebrate that. You celebrate that?
4 times.
Young niggas under me, they gon' stand up in any war. We built this shit ground up at the head of a seminar.